lads, and welcome to, finally got around to doing this Q&A for 100 subscribers. Once again, thank you very much. We've got quite a few questions, more than I thought we'd get. Some from Twitter and some from YouTube. I'm going to read the YouTube ones first. And yeah, let's get on to the questions, lads. Thank you very much for your submissions. Right, the first two questions we've got here, well, kind of questions. Basically, I should have really been expecting this. They're asking about me hair. When am I going to get it cut? Today, actually. I'm going to town today, get it cut. Probably similar style, just off the colour. So I can see. Because, you know, look at this, right? Right, that just isn't on. So yeah, I'm getting it off the fringe and it just thinned out really. We'll keep the style the same, but nah. I'm not keeping it like this, don't worry. The next question is from Drag Race Masters, and he's asked what enforced me to start YouTube. Nothing really enforced us. There was nothing pushing us or telling us to do this, but I thought I would do it anyway. It was a group of YouTubers. It wasn't one of the popular ones or anything. It was basically there was a group of YouTubers at the time had around 1,000 to 5,000 subscribers. They've now got about, well, I'd say 6,000 to 12,000 subscribers now, and they just really seemed to enjoy what they were doing. Career mode content is the same as what I do now. I really enjoy this stuff, and considering just to see this, the smaller channels grow in compared to your KSIs, your Spencer FCs, it was really good to watch. It, it kind of got to me saying I could do that sort of stuff. Not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna get to the stage Spencer FC and KSI are at the moment, but it was good as a hobby. Considering I'm not doing much at the time at the moment, watching football, playing football, and playing football video games. Basically, that's my life. Pretty sad and all, but that's what I'm doing at the moment, along with a bunch of GCSE coursework. Right, the next question is from It's BenZ, and he asks, what do I think of Adam Johnson? Slightly controversial topic, but at the time when Adam Johnson was first arrested, I was obviously the whole of Sunderland was shocked to hear that. However, the club did suspend him, considering he was in all the trouble with the police and stuff. Then they decided, I've just watched True Geordie's video actually on this. When they decided to let him play again, I had no problem with that, because innocent until proven guilty is what I was thinking at the time. However, what I didn't know, and what all the Sunderland fans had no clue of, was the chief executive actually knew and had all the evidence about Adam Johnson filed. She's now gone, thankfully. And yeah, so I was supporting him throughout the whole, of the time he was actually playing football, considering, I was in that mind that no one knew yet and would only find out at court, and I'll have my final impression then. And so, yeah, he scored some crucial goals for us. He actually scored his last game for us against Liverpool in a 2-2 draw. And when he got his guilty, plea or whatever, right? Then the club decided they were going to, sack him, which, was the right thing to do. However, again, the chief executive knew already. So, personally, I'm not supporting him anymore. He doesn't deserve any of the Sunderland fans' support. I am equally as annoyed as the True Geordie at fan pages, support pages, and just many pages on both Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All three of them just supporting Adam Johnson, which it's just not on. Especially when he's been convicted of all the crimes, the evidence is there. You can't go on and keep supporting him. Fair enough if it was before you proven guilty, before you knew the stuff, but anyway, yeah, fair enough if it was beforehand or whatever, before he was convicted of the crime, before we knew what happened, because I was told that it was a nightclub he went to. Actually, it was a nightclub, and the woman that he was going out with just went in underage. But no, that's just not the case. So yeah, and to answer your question, BenZ, no, I don't think much of Adam Johnson anymore. He's not our player. He better not come back to Sunderland. And yeah, I want nothing to do with him as a Sunderland fan anymore. Even though he could have gone down as a Sunderland legend if he hadn't with the Derby goals and that. It's a shame really, but he deserved none of our fans, support. And yeah, I don't think much of him anymore. Right, the next question is also to do a bit with Sunderland. It is by King Truffle saying, well, it says you will start the Sunderland career mode because it would be interesting. I do plan to start Sunderland career mode next season, next year, next FIFA. And hopefully it's not from the Championship to the Premier League. Hopefully it's just, our Premier League team trying to get them up the positions, etc. I do plan to do that next FIFA, hopefully. Just I want a bit of a few subscribers on the channel before I start Sunderland career mode, because it's obviously a career mode that's very personal to me, considering I'm a Sunderland fan. What I'm really hoping is that it's a very successful career mode. I'll certainly have fun in doing it, even though I've done thousands of Sunderland career modes before in every FIFA. It would certainly be interesting to do, and I'll certainly want to do a Sunderland career mode. So to answer your question, to answer your statement, yeah, you're right, I will be starting a Sunderland career mode next FIFA, hopefully. Right, now obviously this Q&A was done a bit after the announcement, and so this question by Ryan Temple: are you going to Newcastle away, and what's been your best away game? A bit of a boring answer. No, I haven't been to Newcastle away. I did watch the game. I'm very frustrated about the game, just sitting back against the crap team. You cannot do it. We've done 3 games on the spot now, even though Southampton aren't really a crap team, but still, I was there at Southampton, and that wasn't on. Like, if we get relegated, it's because we're sitting back against teams with either 10 men or poor ability, basically. And what's been your best away game? Well, I've only been to 3 away games recently. They've all been draws, and Sunderland have actually scored the first goal in all of them. I don't know. Probably Stoke away, maybe. I don't know. I've enjoyed them all equally. Well, probably not Southampton, because I'm still suffering from Southampton, basically. Aston Villa away was the 2-2 draw with Diana Via's superb free kick. And Stoke away was the 1-1 draw where Connor Wickham scored in the first minute. So, I don't know, probably that one. Probably Connor Wickham scoring in the first minute. That was class to see, considering you don't see that often as a Sunderland fan. And when you do regret it. Because the same season we also scored against Hull. In the first minute, Adam Johnson scored, funnily enough, in the first minute after scoring in the derby. And then we lost 3-1. So, yeah, it's not always the best thing for us, but at least we got the point. We were in the relegation zone after that, but we survived, thankfully. And hopefully we can get an away game. I'm thinking of going to 2 away games to the end of the season. Hopefully Stoke again, and Watford, the last game of the season for us. That could be crucial. Depending on how crucial it is, I might not be able to get there because I might not be able to get enough points to get to Watford. But hopefully I can. And hopefully we can stay up. That would be a class atmosphere in Watford if Newcastle go down. That would be absolutely amazing, that. Right, alright, the next question is by Sir Plays, right? And this person asks, what is your favourite player of all time? You put me on the spot with that one, not gonna lie. Favourite player? Well, at the moment, certainly Fabio Borini. The passion he shows for the club. I don't get how he can love the club so much. He's from Italy, for goodness sake. That's way more sunny and way more decorated than Sunderland, I'm not gonna lie. But his passion for the club, you can't criticise it. He's such a passionate lad, and he scores screamers quite a few times, especially the one against Crystal Palace. I don't know if you've seen it, but basically Harry Kane's was nothing like it. It was much better than Harry Kane's strike against Arsenal. I can tell you that now. And he's just a class class player. All time is really hard to say. I think the best of all time, probably Messi. I'm not gonna lie. Pele probably playing when most people won beers and that. But I'm not saying he's a bad player at all. Pele was a class player. Obviously I wasn't allowed to watch him YouTube videos and that's watching him. But yeah, personally, Messi. Messi of all time is my favourite player. In terms of my personal favourite, Fabio Borini. Right, the next question is from Stokey99. He asks, Stoke City or Port Vale? Obviously, I'm pretty sure everyone can tell that Stokey99 is a Stoke fan. So, I'm not sure what context this is in. Perhaps if I had to support a team, which team would it be? And probably a no-brainer really, Stoke. Obviously, they're red and white as well. Premier League. And to have your rival be, 2 leagues below you, surely that not much pressure. And also Stoke, mid-table, not much pressure from the relegation. Obviously I still support Sunderland no matter what happens to them. But if I had the choice between Stoke City or Port Vale, I'd probably choose Stoke. I mean, it's no brainer really. Right, the next question is from Tommy Boy. From the Q&A, he asks, would you rather support Newcastle or permanently dye your hair red? Well, I have to get a change in hairstyle, obviously, because I'm not going in red locks, right? No way am I going, like, I'm not dyeing this hair red, but I'm not supporting Newcastle, never supporting Newcastle, so I'd have to permanently dye my hair red, but I'd change my hairstyle, because this hair in freaking red, it just clashes. No, I'm not having that. Right lads, the next question is from Yayo Gameplay FC. He asks, what's been your favourite moment of football of all time? Again, Sunderland related, sorry lads. Probably the Great Escape a couple of seasons ago. Like, that, I'm sorry, it's better than Leicester's Great Escape. The teams we faced, we beat Chelsea, Manchester United. We drew with the champions at the time, who were going to be the champions, Manchester City. And that was really unlucky that we drew with them. And the place we were in the table, we just shot up, and that was just fantastic. Unbelievable. I just watched it back on Sky Sports yesterday. Premier League years 2013 to 14. It was just amazing, honestly. And considering we beat Newcastle twice in that season as well, it was class. So that's my personal favourite. If I was going to say one outside of Sunderland, probably this season actually, Leicester. What a season Leicester are having. Like, I can't believe it. I think they just started their Great Escape this time last season, around Easter. I think it was sometime around there. It was just a great escape as well. And to think they were 20th this time last season, and now they're, first of course. That's just mad. I reckon they can win the league. Hopefully they don't win against Sunderland in a couple of weeks' time, but you only hope. So yeah, for me personally, probably the Great Escape a couple of years ago. But in terms of outside of Sunderland, Leicester this season, it's just been amazing to watch. Right, finally for the YouTube questions, Dicko HD asks quite a few. First one, will you ever do a cooking tutorial? I have done a couple of cooking tutorials, one being the best sandwich ever. Oh, I've actually done 3. Wait, best sandwich ever, right? That's like the first video on my channel. If you want to check it out, there'll be a link in the description to all of these actually. The second one I did was how to make scrambled egg without egg. Now that is a genius, right? That is a genius. So I would check that out as well. Again, link in the description. And the third and final one I've done already is a best sandwich ever vegetarian version, right? For all you veggies out there, So yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm not going in the direction of cooking tutorials. However, if you want to really desperately see one, I will. No problem. I will do a cooking tutorial, mate. No problem, mate. Next question. Favorite fast food out of McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC. I don't know. Probably KFC. I just love the chicken. I know, the chicken sticks you get, the boneless option. I don't know what this was like. The boneless option. I just class. Yummy. Corn on the cob. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Next question. Favorite drink out of Coke, Pepsi, or Sprite? Sprite. I'm not keen on dark fizzy drinks such as Coke, Pepsi, Dr Pepper. I don't like them personally, so I'd go for Sprite. And next question. Oh wow, this is a long one. If every Sunderland player and Newcastle player swapped teams, so all the Sunderland players were playing for Newcastle and all the Newcastle players were playing for Sunderland, would you still support Sunderland with all the Newcastle players playing or for Sunderland, or would you swap to Newcastle with the Sunderland players playing for Newcastle? I don't know. No, I do know actually. Sunderland. It would be gutting to see players such as Fabio Barini, who shows so much passion for Sunderland, move to Newcastle, and it'd be, you know, I'm pretty sure Colback will get beat up if he come back to Sunderland. But yeah, I'd still support Sunderland. It's not just the players that make Sunderland the club it is. It's the manager, it's the fans, the passion from the fans as well. You just can't beat it. So personally, yeah, I'll just stick with Sunderland. Your next question is, if you weren't a Sunderland fan, who would you follow? Or if they weren't in the Premier League, who would you support? Well, if they weren't in the Premier League, I'd still support Sunderland. I'd go to Championship games, get a season ticket, hopefully get back promoted. In terms of the Premier League team, who would I support? I'm not sure. Probably Tottenham, I would think. Tottenham, you know, they've got a great philosophy, building for youth. It'd be great to see your team with their, you know, such a long-term plan. They've done so well this season. If it wasn't for Leicester, they'd be top of the league. But I'd support Tottenham probably. In terms of wanting them to do well. All right, the final question, Dicko HD asks, have you ever watched The In-Betweeners? I have watched The In-Betweeners. It's great. If so, did you enjoy it? I did enjoy it. Yep, I've just answered that. And can you recommend any more British comedies? As I absolutely love them. He loves them, right? I don't watch many British comedies actually. I don't watch many comedies. Full stop. SpongeBob, it's a class watch. Honestly, recommend it. Even though it's not a British comedy, I don't care. Yeah, SpongeBob's the best I can give you. Right, now on to the questions from Twitter. First question from Twitter is from Noel T. He's asking, how old are you? I am 15 years old at the moment. Probably 15 and a half or something. Birthday around about October time. And yeah, so I'm getting into the GCSE part of my life, which is frustrating as I've hardly got any time to do YouTube videos. Thankfully, I've got the Easter holidays now, so I can make more videos, and hopefully, you know, pre-record some if I'm so desperate for time. And he asks another question, which is, why do you love Sunderland? The reason I love Sunderland, A, because I live here. That's one of the major reasons why. The whole city are crazy football mad. The whole North East are football mad, may I add. It's just class. One of the most passionate footballing places in England. The Sunderland Newcastle derby is by far the most passionate, and it's just class. Support Sunderland, obviously not the result part of it, but just the atmosphere, etc. It's just honestly, it's class. And you've got such passionate players such as Fabio Barini. It's just class to see. That's all I can describe it. Obviously, there's more downs than ups, but I can't imagine supporting a team where you expect to win every game. Must get boring after a while, surely. No, I'm joking. I would prefer to win every game, of course. But yeah, I think it's more passion, considering when you finally get that win as a Sunderland fan. The place goes mad. Honestly, the place goes absolutely crazy when you score a goal. It's just brilliant team to support. Even though, you know, there's more downs than ups, it's still a really good club, and I will never stop supporting them. Right, my last question is from CardChuckleXFox via a DM. He asks, what do you think is the weirdest transfer ever? There's a couple, actually. A couple of Stoke transfers. Bojan to Stoke, Shaqiri to Stoke. Slightly, you know, obscure. The ones I've witnessed. Obviously, I don't know the whole transfer history of football, obviously. But Julio Cesar to QPR was also a strange one. Yeah, there's quite a few. I'm not sure exactly on the strangest one ever, but those are certainly a few which, you know, I wouldn't have expected. And that's it, lads. Thank you very much for all your questions. I didn't expect to get so much for the Q&A. It was just a potential Q&A announcement at the time. I wasn't expecting to get so many questions, and this video's probably gone well over 10 minutes, maybe 15, I'm not sure. Thank you very much for your support and asking the questions, and thank you very much for 100 subscribers. It was really class to get to that milestone. I've always been told 100 subscribers, it's the hardest, like, you know, hardest amount to get, and to get it, you know, after, you know, really starting YouTube, you know, properly at the beginning of FIFA, it's not bad. I'm happy to get 100 by this time, and I'm just very thankful for your support, lads. Again, hopefully we can just keep on going. Hopefully we can just stay consistent despite the GCSEs, you know, getting harder and harder and harder, and, you know, more stressful. I'm hoping I can still keep some, you know, some YouTube up. Maybe it might not get up to once a week, but hopefully I can keep it as consistent as possible. And that's what I'm trying to do now with the Ingolstadt career mode. I'm trying to get Gateshead up and running, depending, you know, on how the lag works, because I'm trying to get a different software, because apparently OBS is generally laggy. And yeah, so thank you very much for your support, lads. If you've enjoyed this Q&A, leave a like. Also, just any questions you've got, leave them in the comments below. I'll always answer them via, like, just, you know, replying. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, lads. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later, lads. Thank you very much.